Good morning, Facebook. Glad that you could join me. I'm the only one in here today. Got no guests this morning, so if you would like to join me, come on in. Just saying. We'll get started here in a second. There I am. Good morning. Hey, John. Good morning to you. Hey, Troy. Good morning, buddy. Let's get this party started, right? Hey, Freddie, good morning, buddy. Hey, Mary Beth, good morning. Valerie. Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Baker Street. I'm Bill Baker, your host, and a bright and sunny, chilly-willy Monday morning to you. Oh my gosh, if you're waking up, you'll have to pull out the hoodie or something like that because it was a little cold this morning. But it didn't stop me from wearing shorts. I'll guarantee you that. I have shorts on and flip-flops, right? You can't beat that. I gotta have it. Hey, I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you did. I had a great time down at Farmers Market and saw a bunch of people. Oh my gosh, that was a blast. Hey, today I have no guest. I know it didn't work out this morning, so I won't call them out by name, but it didn't work out. No worries. We can change that. So if you're in the area and you want to stop in and shoot up with me, come on in. Come in and sit down and chat and tell me what's going on. Good morning, Diane. Glad to see you. Hey, we're on Facebook Live. We're on 103.5 WLSP. The Bank of Sun Prairie is underwriting the show. The Baker Realty Group is underwriting the show. I mean, we got it all going today, I think, right? I know. Sunshine Supper's tonight. I'm sure there's a share night at Culver's, but I don't know who that is. I'm sure Alex will probably click on it and let me know about that. But yeah. Hey, we're going to talk about some stuff, and I'm a little nervous. Yesterday I woke up and getting ready to go to church and everything, and that report came across the screen that scared the right out of me. And what was it? It was the Jif peanut butter recall. Oh my gosh. Do you know how much Jif peanut butter I go through? Craig Kuchenbecker's not listening with me right now. No. I am switching. I am trying to do more natural peanut butter than Jif. But so we're going to talk about that recall. Going to talk about Mallard's baseball. We're going to talk about housing. Oh my God, gas prices jumped up 33% or 33 cents. That's always around Memorial Day, by the way. Just that's historical. We're going to talk about that. Like I said, if you want to come in and chat with me, you can do that, or give me some on Facebook. Go into the message area and let me know what you want to talk about. We can do that. I think I've talked about how I've had a little bit of knee problems on my left knee, and about the nightmare of trying to get in to see the doctor at Dean and all that, like almost 4 weeks. Yeah, I could have grown a new knee by that time, but I've been letting it heal. Brian Reeder, my doctor, is fantastic. Love the guy to death. Fellow Lion also. And he said there's nothing. He says there's no tears, there's no rips, no breaks, nothing like that. He says, it's got to be a tissue thing and this and all that. But it really just throbs sometimes and aches. And so this week I was going to start physical therapy on Thursday. Well, I've decided to go a different route. Good morning, Bryn Horton. Good morning, Connie Garrett. Good to see you on Facebook. I'm going to go with what they call tissue regeneration therapy. Yep, I started this morning, and then combine that with a laser therapy that helps in the healing process. And it's not covered by insurance. Anything good is not covered by insurance. But even when it's covered by insurance, it's not really covered by insurance. You got to pay something, right? And so I decided to pull out the checkbook and make the investment in this. And it's like 16 treatments, and it goes in and really tries to wake up the stem cells and all that. And I'm gonna tell you all about it. I'll tell you about how that journey is going. And it's going to be interesting. I'm going to stay in curiosity. You've heard me say that. I'm going to stay in curiosity. But it's 2 therapies. I'm doing this at Pro Health Chiropractic. Dr. Ingen, that's there. Maybe I can get him in here next week and talk more about this. The guy talks faster than Speedy Gonzalez. I mean, the little mouse like. I mean, he's something like a roadrunner. He sounds like he's from the East Coast. He talks so fast. Oh my gosh. Sometimes when he talks, I just have to go, what? And I used to live out east. I don't know. Maybe my speed is slowed down to Midwest speed, where it should be, right? But I'll have him come in and talk about this. But it's going to be an interesting therapy. I know others that are using it and swear by it. Swear by it. But I think we'll talk a little bit about the combination of when do we not worry if a procedure is covered by insurance and when it's not. I mean, it's our health. It's our investment. I think that sometimes we make a larger investment in other things than we do with our own health, and that's the way I'm looking at it. And if this thing works, you're going to know about it. If this thing doesn't work, you're definitely going to know about it. But my safeguard is I can always fall back on physical therapy. So we'll see about that. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to talk about my experience last Tuesday. I testified in front of City Council because of the housing study. And if you follow the show, good morning, Patty Hall. If you follow the show, you know that I've been very skeptical about this housing study because what I was concerned about is I don't like just throwing $80,000 at a study to tell me that housing is, hang on here a second. Oh, no, not yet. That housing is a bit of a challenge right now in Sun Prairie. And if you're in Sun Prairie, you saw my quotes in the Star newspaper. Yes, I was in the newspaper again. And I'm still challenged by this thing. I really felt it was a very poorly done report. It had some information that was in there but it looked like it was a template. It looks like it's a template that they've used for a dozen different cities, and they just changed the name, Sun Prairie, Chicago, whatever. But it didn't give accurate information, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. But I'm going to tell you about my experience with the city council and testifying there. Now, you got to keep in mind, too, that I know all of these people, and they're good people. They're good people. I would tell you at times I think they're overwhelmed because they are part-time, folks. And the amount of reading that they have to do and digesting that they have to do of information, I'm sure is overwhelming, especially for the new guys, or new people, excuse me. But we're going to talk about that too. So, I got to talk about Jif peanut butter. The other thing is the Mallards baseball season is going to start. So we're going to talk about that too, because I love me some Mallards. What a great time to get out there and watch some baseball. So here we go, folks. Let's do this. Let's get this show started. And as we do on every show, let's go fishing with Nitty Gritty Dirt Band and Fishing in the Dark. Good morning, everybody. Wake up. Get out of bed. Hey, Facebook, good morning. Glad to see a lot of you on already. I really appreciate it. If you were in the area and you've ever wanted to have a conversation with me, you want to join me, come on in here and let's do it, Be my co-host. We can talk about anything. Well, I'll make it a free conversation day. How's that sound? Would love to see you here, and I hope you do. So if you want to come on in, come on in. Patty, you can park your semi in my driveway. It'll fit. Hey, Terry. Good morning. Great spending time with you at the Gatsby Gala. Hey, Wet. Thanks, babe. Hey, Mike Hoover, good morning. Hey, Lon Hensler, good morning, buddy. Good to see you on here. Hey, we're going to talk about No Mo May, by the way. It's going to be, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Man, I think it's crazy, but, you know, everybody's got their reasons for things. Whew, I tell you, we'll talk about that. No Mo May. No Mo May. No Mo May. No Mo May. I love that. Gotta find Alex Mahoney. So Facebook, if you're on right now and you're wondering where the music is, well, Facebook Facebook will not allow us to play the music over live Facebook Live. They say we don't have the permission, copyright, or any of that. When we have memberships, licenses, gazoo, I don't know. And so we have to fight with them every single time. You'll be surprised. I mean, I'll have my headset resting on the microphone at times, and the camera microphone picks it up, and Facebook shuts it down. They mute that portion that they can hear, and it just causes headaches. Frickin' headaches. Albert Porter, good morning. So I apologize. So if you want to hear the music, go to your favorite app store, download SPMC, Sun Prairie Media Center app, and go to the radio portion of that app, and then you can listen to the show there. You can listen to it on the go, wherever you want. Take me everywhere. Take me everywhere. Whitney, take me everywhere, hon. Patty, you can always hear me on the app. Or you can do it on the computer by going to the Sun Prairie Media Center and listening there. But it's, yeah. Today's music is one of my favorite playlists, and right now ELO's playing. And, yeah, I like ELO. I don't know about you guys, but I do. We're coming out, though. Here we go. Do ya with ELO right here on 103.5 WLSP, The Sun. Good morning, Sun Prairie. Glad that you could join us. And by saying join us, you're welcome to join us on Facebook Live or right here, stay right here with us on the radio. And here's the thing you need to know. I'm going to say this again for Facebook folks and people that are listening, getting ready to leave in your car. If you want to take the show with you, then you can do that. Go to the Sun Prairie, go to your favorite app store, go to SPMC, Sun Prairie Media Center, download that app, and it's going to give you access to TV and radio. And the radio is the port. that you really want to have on there. That's me. Take that part with you all day long. And you can also go back and listen to older broadcasts of the show. And I do have some people that do that. I do. In fact, I'll go back into the demand and listen to those shows. The question for earlier was music. We can't hear the music on Facebook. That's true, because Facebook and Meta, they're idiots. They don't realize that we do have permission to play the music. We have the license. We have the registrations. We have all the gazintas that make this radio station the #1 station in all of Wisconsin, by the way, as chosen by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association. But if you'd like, you can do this. Go to Spotify. Make sure you're a friend of mine. I'll friend you, and you can see all my playlist. And this morning it's Good Morning Sun Prairie. I put 5:02. Oh my gosh, I have to change that. It should be 5:20, whatever day. Today's the May 23rd. My Bill's Time Capsule. And you'll see that I really like the classic rock and roll. I mean, a little bit of ELO, Boston, Ozark Mountain Daredevils. I got to get that on there, or a lot of that different music. But all my music is up there, and I know people like Lois Schultz. She loves my playlist. When she's out directing traffic on the buses coming in from school, she's got one of the playlists playing in her headset. So I think that's kind of cool. But you have all that access there. If you have a problem, an issue getting in there, then let me know. And I've corrected the date. Yes, I did. I saved it. Oh, come on, I should correct. Okay. So there, you'll have it all there, right? Okay. I appreciate that very much. Alex Mahoney from the Sun Prairie Culvers. Tonight is share night, and it's with Decca. Be canceled Thursday. We might be ready. Oh, I'm sorry. So there is no share night tonight. Decca had to cancel for some reason. They got to reschedule it. My apologies. Go by and check it out. Next Monday is Sun Prairie West Football Boosters Club, and then that'll be the last one, I guess. Wow. Well, Alex, we need to do another one, girl. Got to have some more of those share nights. Don't forget, it is Sunshine Supper night, and so I'm going to be over there just messing around. We have a meeting afterwards, but so stop in and see me, and I'll be there and visiting with you if you want to. But all my friends that love to come through, I appreciate that very much, and appreciate you. Hey, now I know I've got friends from all over the country listening, but you got to hear about this. Okay, so Sun Prairie they asked us to have a no-mow May, and they wanted it that way because of the seeding that occurs, supposedly, because of not mowing and letting, like those dandelions and everything get up there and let them seed. Well, I don't know about you folks. I've mowed my yard, by the way. I'm not doing a no-mow May. It's just ridiculous. But if you look at these yards, they look terrible. And I would say in the past, people were getting tickets because they didn't mow their yard. Your neighbor would be out there screaming at you, just screaming at you, because you didn't mow your damn yard, right? Oh, Tom, I'm good. Sarah's getting pretty peeved about it. Well, I understand, man, because, it's going to take you 3 times. You have to mow it 3 times to get it down to where you are. And what are you going to do with all those clippings? What are you going to do with all those clippings? Lawn services right now, if you look on any of the social media sites and that, they're going crazy. They're saying, I need a mowing service. Who do you know? Well, yeah, you need a mowing service because you have to bale that grass. It's huge. Folks outside of Sun Prairie, it's knee-high. It's supposed to be corn is knee-high by 4th of July. You're good. Our grass is knee-high. Thank God we had these colder temperatures to slow it down a little bit. But it's still up there, man. It's growing. You got dandelions. They're fully bloomed. The dandelions are going, oh, yes. Yes. I know, right? What is going on out there? So, was this a good idea? No mow May? I like it's almost like no shave November or something like that. Yeah, me and no shave November. You can even tell that I haven't shaved. But, this is what's going on. No mow May. Yeah. How about no cars June? Doesn't sound right. Let's just all stop driving and let's ride bikes all day. Yeah, if you're gonna go anywhere, let's just take a bike. Well, there's bike to farmer's market on Saturday. No bike in May. Man, would that mess up with gas prices if the world decided, yes, we're just going to bike to work or walk or run or do something like that? You want to mess with gas prices? No shovel January. There you go, Lon. Oh my gosh, Lon Hansel, you are hilarious. I didn't really have to shovel much in January this year. Hey, Lonnie, how many times did you have to use the shovel or the snowblower this winter? I think it was like 4 times, and that was it. I think one of those times it drifted, and I had to go out and do the sidewalk thing. I know. No shower September. Oh my gosh! I think there's a lot of us out there that don't shower in September. I'm not sure, but just leaf blower. Oh, just the leaf blower. Okay, see, there you go. So, we got stuff we have to do. No mow May. It's almost over. Thank God. I think the library looks pretty ugly out there. It's great that they've got, city services that get to spend that overtime mowing that grass. And they're going to have to pick it up. It's going to be laying there. What are you going to do with the clippings? That's what I want to know. You're going to blow them out in the street and let them go down the drain, or blow them into your neighbor's yard? No, what people are going to do? They're going to bag them. Some of them are going to bag them and do them the right way. Put them in those brown bags. Got to buy the bags. And then, or some people, I bet, are going to put them in garbage bags and just throw them in the trash. What do you think? What's your thought on this? Lon, what's going to happen out there? I know they're going to do it. I'm telling you, there's a lot of grass. And if you use I have a push mower. Yeah. The guy that used to have the big John Deere, that when I was mowing 5 acres, I had 7 acres, I'm mowing 5 acres, and had that huge deck on there, man. Alex and I used to mow grass. It'd take us 3 hours to mow 5 acres, because I had not the compact tractor, but I had the one right above it, man. 4-wheel drive. Yes. 72-inch deck. Oh, yes. My lines were perfect, by the way, when I was mowing on a tractor. Now it's just, I'm on a 0.21 acre lot. And it takes me maybe 20 minutes to mow the yard, and that's because I take a little bit of extra time in mowing my yard because I like my lines to be straight. But, so for somebody to mow that tall grass, you're going to have to set your mower all the way up and mow it that way. And then what's going to happen is all those clippings are going to be sitting there. Then you're going to come back, and you're going to have to mow it again, drop the mower down a little bit more, mow it again, and those clippings are going to be sitting there. Now they're going to, bog up the mower and all that stuff. You'll be out there mowing, and your mower will be screaming at you. Your lawnmower will be so ticked off, it will never want to work again. It won't start. It's just not going to start. You're going to try and pull that cord, and that lawnmower is going to go, hell no! Hell no! Hell no! It's just not going to. Then you got to drop it down one more time, a little bit lower, and still mow it again, and you still have all those clippings. You see what I'm saying? Whose idea was this? Sometimes some good intentions are just more work for everybody. I don't know. No mow May. No mow May. Well, no mow, I don't care no mow because I've been doing my mowing. And thank gosh, because my yard looks perfect. Now I got to do some edging. Yeah, I got to do that edging. Now, do you use a weed whacker to do your edging, or do you get the fancy edger? You get out there and just edge that mama, right? Get those nice straight lines. Get that grass set up the right. Now, here's the other thing. How tall do you keep your grass? How my neighbor my neighbor that's behind me, man, his yard is freaking perfect. He's got it up about 2-3 inches. It's thick. It's plush. Yes, he has kids. Yes, he has a puppy. And the dog comes out and uses the bathroom on their yard. Doesn't even look like it. Now I got brown spots where Zoe's out there taking relieving herself. Yeah, but man, I gotta get that grass up there. I gotta make it perfect, I gotta make it perfect. Gotta make it look good. Because I know Janice next door, Janice and Michael. Yeah, I got to compete with them too. They're out there, got their flowers out already. They're mowing their yard, making it look good. So it means that I got to get out there and I got to get it done. Tony, what do you think, buddy? I mean, does your yard look perfect, or you just get the job done? I got to make it look pretty. It's all about making it look pretty. So that no mow May, it ain't no mow no mow. I know, right? Hey, Memorial Day is right around the corner. Bratfest is coming. I'm going to be down at Bratfest, and I'm going to be helping on Sunday with the Christian Giving Fund. I'll be down there. In fact, we're going to broadcast my visit down at the Lion Energy Center where Bratfest is held, and we will hold Heartland Church's church services on the radio that day also. So that's going to be kind of fun. I've got to work out how the Gevitzes and doohickeys and all that connect, but we'll get it done. I know. We'll get it done. But I'll be down there. So if you come down to Bratfest in the morning on Sunday, come down and see me and look for a Christian Giving Fund. All of the nonprofits that the Christian Giving Fund supports, one of them being Shelter from the Storm Ministry, is going to be there. So stop down and see all these organizations. It's pretty cool. It's what the love in your community is really providing, and so I would love for you to come down and see me if you get a chance. Let's go back to some music, and here's a song. I mean, I love this. I love Boomtown Rats, and I love this song, but I love Mondays. The song is I Don't Like Mondays, but I got to tell you, I do love Mondays because I get to come in and talk to you every single Monday. Let's go to some music, and I'll see you on the turn. You're listening to 103.5 WLSP, The Sun. Good morning, Sun Prairie! Hey, Facebook, if you're there, if you're in the area, want to help me out, it's more fun to talk to somebody when in the studio and do the show that way. I'd love to see you. So stop on down. Come on and see me, would you? It'd be great. I'll put you on the air. You will have fun, I promise. Lon, you'd be a good one. Tony, you'd be a good one. Lisa Ellis, you'd be a good one. Valerie, drive over here and get on the radio with me. Yeah. It's not every Monday. It's just sometimes I don't have a guest in here, and so it'd be fun to have you in here. Tony, you're hilarious. We'd be talking, but we can't talk serious stuff all the time, though. Lawn chat, huh? This is called filling time, Tony. I have another show. I'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to start on Tuesdays. and I believe we're going to start it next week. It's called Ask Dr. Rob with Bill. Something like that. We haven't figured out the name of it. It's going to be Rob Cadwalder, who owns Pro Health Chiropractic. He's going to be in and doing a show, and it's not going to be about his chiropractic business, but it's going to be more about whatever topic he wants. It's his show. I'm just helping out. Sometimes this is the board and everything and all the controls is a little overwhelming for folks, and so I'm happy to help out. See, I'm at that old time rock and roll. I tell you, a little bit of Journey in there, man. And then I don't like Mondays. Boomtown Rats. When was the last time you played a Boomtown Rats song? And you could probably only name one, right? I get that. Hey, good morning. Bill Baker here. You're listening to Good Morning Sun Prairie, and we're strolling down Baker Street, and we're listening to My Time Capsule, which is found on Spotify. You're welcome to grab that playlist anytime you like, or any of the playlists that I have up there. You'll see me. I have them labeled, and some of them are duplicate. I don't know how to delete some of them, but that's okay. You're welcome to do that. Hey, something important, Sun Prairie. If you have an activity, you have an event, something that's coming up, get us the information. We will broadcast those announcements on what's going on in the community, and we want to help you. That's what this community radio is all about. It's about you and how we can help you in the community and our organizations, our businesses. We're happy to do that. Just like Culver's and their share nights. We want to make sure that Alex Mahoney gets the coverage that she needs for her business to promote that event so she can give big checks to the organizations. And like she said, the DECA event tonight has been canceled, but they got, Sunbury football next week. West. Whew, that'll be the first one ever. First one. Now, I'll be a Cardinal this year, by the way. Mike Powers and I'll be a Cardinal. Steve Sabaki and Jameson Rabbit will be handling the Wolves. But anyway, so if you want your information, if you want, get that to us. Get it to Jeff Robbins here in Sunbury Media Center. I'll be happy to get it on the air. And Sunbury, you guys don't do a good enough job with this. You need to work on it, because this is a key communication device for you. Where a lot of times you'd have to pay for this, and you're not going to have to pay anything. There's no money for this. Unless we're underwriting a business, which we should be doing for you. Oh my gosh. Come on, you can do that. There's not a cost on here at all. So, excuse me. The Media Center, one of the reasons we are the #1 radio station chosen by Wisconsin broadcasters, is because of our community involvement, because of how much we interact with you, you interact with us, the shows and broadcasts that we have. Do you know that over 85 different producers actually produce either a TV show or a radio show here at this studio? And they're all volunteer. There are only 4 paid positions at the Media Center. Jeff Robbins is our executive director, our leader, and so we, basically that's it. I mean, he's our leader. And so he gets it going. Rachel Packard, my trustees here, Colin Lessing is radio. The Kids 4 program is one of a kind. I was talking at Farmers Market this past Saturday, and describing how nowhere else in Wisconsin do you have a program for kids that involves communications, where you can learn to you can write, direct, produce, do all of that, learn how to do videos, learn how to do editing, and do it right here as like a project. It's an after-school thing. It's a summer project, and so it's pretty cool, I think. We still have those summer workshops that are happening, and there's sports production, movie making, animation, reporting, broadcasting, live television. And so you've got a lot of things that you can do. And if you want more information about it, you need to reach out to Trusty, Trusty, at cityofsunprairie.com. But the Media Center is an interesting thing. I ever think that I would have an opportunity to be on the radio the way I am, and I just really appreciate that opportunity every single day. And we're in our 7th year. 7th year, yeah. So it's kind of cool. I enjoy it, and I thank Lisa Wolf for this every single time I'm on the radio, because she got me really into it by showing me how things really work, and then also the support of Jeff Robbins and the entire staff here. But yeah, Station of the Year. You should be proud of that, Sun Prairie. Your little Sun Prairie Media Center was chosen by all the different broadcasters out there because of the production level that we have. We were chosen as Station of the Year, little 103.5 WLSP, right? I think it's kind of cool. Hey, I freaked out on Sunday. Yeah, I got to talk to you about this. Oh man. And yes, we are going to you're going to get a little real estate update, and after the 8 o'clock hour, I'll share my experience testifying at City Council. But yeah, I woke up. I'm watching the news, having a little cup of tea because, as you know, I lost the taste of coffee after COVID. And you want to hear something funny? Okay, so we've got a Keurig that we use, right? And so what I do is I put my cup in there, and I usually have I have Lipton tea mixed with turmeric and ginger. That's what I drink in the morning. Once in a while, I'll throw a dandelion tea in, and that is really good, by the way. What I do is I throw my my bags in my cup, put it underneath the Keurig, and then I push, 12 ounces. Give me some water. That hot water comes out. Well, one morning I woke up and I didn't see that Terry had gone in and made a cup of coffee for herself, which is those pods, those little bitty pods. Put them into the Keurig, pull it down, hit your number, it makes your coffee. I didn't see that, so I threw my cup underneath there, and I'm going through the process. I just lifted up the door, pushed it down, hit the button, hit operate, and then I let it go. And didn't think anything of it. Went and did something, came back, it was finished, and sitting there, took a taste. I'm like, wow, this is really weird. And what's the first thing that went through my mind? What do you think the first thing is that went through my mind? Oh my God, this tastes terrible. I'm thinking, oh my God, I've got COVID again. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm going through this whole this thing going on in my head, and I'm thinking, why does this taste so bad? It's one of those where you keep tasting it to make sure it still tastes bad. Yeah, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Yes, that means you're an idiot. Yes. I think it's insanity, actually, is what the quote's all about. But so I'm sitting there at my counter, and I'm drinking this, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, wow, this is the weirdest taste. And then it hit me. I never laughed so hard in all my life. And so then I go over to the Keurig, pop open the top, and here's that pod in there. So then I had this moral dilemma. Yeah, I'm one that doesn't like to waste anything. And so I'm looking at this cup of coffee tea. Yes, a whole lot of coffee tea. And I kept thinking, should I drink it anyway or pour it out? I had to tell Terry. I thought she was going to bust a gut. She was in the bathroom getting ready, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the most hilarious thing that I have ever. That was hilarious. I don't know. If you can't laugh at yourself, you just can't laugh, right? Yeah, I know. But anyway, okay. So what freaked me out on Sunday? Watching my news, Channel 3, of course, Channel 3000. And they came up with a Jif peanut butter recall. And if you know me, if you've been listening to the show, you know that I have a Jif peanut butter addiction. Now, it has calmed down, okay? I'm not as bad as I used to be. I'm going more natural. I do eat, and I'll eat natural peanut butter. I like it. It really tastes like peanuts. But Jif's got sugar in it and stuff. Well, they're recalling Jif peanut butter. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I've got like 3/4. I've already gone through like 3/4 of a jar of Jif. And they're saying there's salmonella in the peanut butters, right? Christy Theron, good morning. And so I'm sitting there, first of all, like, well, I haven't been sick yet. Well, and then should I throw out the peanut butter? Because you take it back to Costco and they'll give you full credit for it, Oh yeah, whole $10. I know. Take it back, get some new ones, all that. I know. But yeah, I'm freaking out. My go-to, right? My go-to. So peanut butter. So I was freaking out. I don't know if you've ever gone through that, but what was concerning is I'd eaten almost the entire jar of peanut butter. Nothing's better than peanut butter on some toast, multigrain toast. Put some bananas on there, a little honey on top. Oh yeah. I mean, that's a good start off in the morning, right? That's what I was doing. I do that, get a little bit of that little nutritional product inside me, and then go work out. And then come back and have eggs and protein. Load up on the protein so I can do that muscle healing stuff, right? But so Jif peanut butter scared the scared the devil out of me. I'm thinking, just sitting there, just going, well, I'm not sick. Maybe I don't have a bad jar. Should I throw out that jar anyway? I don't know. It's got salmonella in it. I don't know. Should I throw it away? So, all these things that go through your head, right? Especially through the brain of a 60-year-old guy. Yep. That's me. Just that guy. I know. Oh my goodness. All right, hey, let's go back to some music, and then we're going to rewrap this show, and I'll come back and talk to you about what it was like at City Council and testifying there. It was an interesting story, I'll tell you right away. Hey, let's do this. How about a little bit of Leonard Skinner right here on 103.5 WLSP, The Sun. Good morning, everybody. Woo! Jif peanut butter. I love me some. Hi. Hey, Kim, good morning. Good to see you on Facebook. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. Yeah, me too, Kim. In August. It's just a number, girl. You still look hot. It's just a number. 61. Oh, that's right, Kim. 61 and 61. That's cool. Hey, Val. 61 and 61. Valerie, we know, hon. We know. But you look great, too. So do you, Kim. Thanks. I dye my hair gray to look older. Sorry guys, I'm reading Facebook. We're talking about housing and all that, and what's going on in the marketplace, and blah blah blah. On Facebook anyway. I've got to plan another trip to Michigan. My buddy Dwayne's over there, I know. So he just left Sunday. I'm going to put his garbage. I take care of his yard and his garbage cans. I'm looking out the window right here. I have a window in the studio, and they haven't mowed. Oh my gosh, does it look terrible? Or as I say, terrible. It looks terrible. Interesting though, how we can all of a sudden make this thing up. No mow May. No mow, so we can get those grasses to seed. I think you gotta grow a lot higher before they'll seed. And there's a community garden right next to the library here, and looking out this window. I bet they're not happy about all those dandelions and everything blowing that way. Oh my God. Seeding in their gardens. Pretty cool garden, by the way. little bit of Dire Straits right here on 103.5 WLSP, The Sun. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Sun Prairie, right here.
Baker Street.
The question isn't what are we going to do, the question is what aren't we going to do.
This call is for the old Billy Baroo.
Time to rise and shine. Now here's your host, Bill Baker.
Hey, thanks, Lisa. I really appreciate that. I always love having her introduce the segment. Hey, get this, Germans Coming to America exhibit. Yep, we have that. It's presented by the Sun Prairie Genealogy and Historical Societies. Learn about history and the journey of German immigrants coming to Wisconsin in the early days. Special exhibit items are from local Sun Prairie residents are on display at the Cross House down at 133 West Main. That's right next to the utilities, Sun Prairie Utilities. There's special exhibits set up. There's opportunities to explore your heritage. So stop by and check it out. You don't have to be German to go in and check out your heritage in that. There are kids' activities and definitely a bunch of photo ops. I really have to thank Dolly Wagner for this. Dolly Wagner. She is awesome. They have just put a wonderful exhibit together, and it runs through May 28th. So check it out. Saturday it'll be from 10 to 5, so come down and see it. Linda Martin will probably be there, and she's in costume. I love that about her. And they're really doing a great job. I was there. I saw Joe Chase's display. I saw Dolly's display, and several others. And it's just amazing how the immigration occurred here in Sun Prairie. So stop down and check that out because I think you'll really enjoy it. Hey, do this. Make music, Sun Prairie. Join the global celebration of music on June 21st. All across Sun Prairie, there will be an array of musical activities from student performances and educational drum circles to open mics and music-making crafts. The day will kick off at 10 a.m. with a children's music area at Vandenberg Park and end with a Concerts in the Park performance featuring Soggy Prairie at Wetmore Park at 6 p.m. Come out and hear the musical sounds of our city. Visit makemusicday.org/Sun Prairie for more information and a complete list of locations and times. Hey, Wetmore Park Splash Pad. The Tom and Rita Tubbs Splash Pad at Wetmore Park is set to open for the season on Memorial Day and will remain open through Labor Day. Hours are 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stay cool this summer at Wetmore Park Splash Pad. Plus, enjoy live music at Wetmore Park Tuesday nights starting June 7th through August 23rd during the 2022 Concerts in the Park season. The Sun Prairie Media Center, you're in luck. There is still room in the Sun Prairie Media Center summer workshops. And guys, if you got kids, I'm telling you that this is absolutely amazing. You got to do this. They're going to love it. If you know of someone aged 9 through 14 who loves to make videos, movies, or even podcasts and wants to help taking their creativity to the next level, then you need to sign them up for these workshops. Online registration is now open and will close on June 10th. But hurry, these classes are filling up fast. More information and online registration is available at kids4.tv. That's kids4.tv. Available workshops include sports production from June 20th to the 23rd. You've got movie making June 20th to the 23rd. Animation July 18th to the 22nd. Reporting July 18th to the 21st. Podcasting July 25th to the 26th. And live television July 27th and 28th. Please contact Mara Trusty at mtrusty@cityofsunprairie.com with any questions. Hey, the Sun Prairie High School graduation and the Media Center is happy to announce that it will once again provide live coverage for this year's Sun Prairie High School graduation. This year's ceremony is scheduled to take place Friday, May 27th, beginning at 5:30 p.m. The ceremony will be held at Madison at the Kohl Center. Sun Prairie Media Center coverage will be seen live on KSUN, Charter Channel 983, TDS Channel 13, or 1013. The ceremony will also be streamed, and this is important for grandparents. Listen to me. The ceremony will be streamed at sunprairiemediacenter.com/KSUN, as well as on Roku and Apple TV on the SPMC app, available to download for free at any of your app stores. Now, we're also, if you have a business, we're looking for business sponsorships for this because they are amazing. Participating business will be recognized at the outset of the broadcast, live and replays, every on-demand viewing, and every USB and DVD that's sold. And yes, you can get a USB or DVD copy of the graduation right here at the Media Center. So don't forget to contact the Media Center at staff@sunprairiemediacenter.com for more information about that. The Media Center will also be broadcasting live the Prairie Phoenix Academy graduation ceremony happening on Thursday, May 26th at 1 p.m. and DVDs and USBs are also available for the PPA ceremony, so don't forget to check that out. Hey, having a detailed link profile has the potential to create some exciting job opportunities. A linked profile is a great way to ensure that you can be found by the right people at the right time. It's also an excellent way to find a job opportunity and connect with recruiters. Once you've completed your profile, you'll be more equipped to find jobs on LinkedIn. On Monday, May 23rd, from 6 to 7 p.m. in the Library Community Room, Nina Schultz, Lead Career and Employment Service Advisor for the Madison Area Technical College, will be joining us at the library to present on creating profiles, networking, and job searching in LinkedIn. Registration is recommended but not required. Wearing a mask is not required but is strongly recommended. Hey, and get this. Sun Prairie Utilities Summer Energy Challenge. If you haven't enrolled yet, there is still time to sign up for the Sun Prairie Utilities Summer Energy Challenge. Participants in the Energy Efficiency Challenge commit to reducing their energy usage during peak summer months. Reducing energy usage by at least 5% from June through September will enter participants into a drawing for one of 3 great prizes. The winner will choose from an Energy Star certified washing machine, an electric lawnmower, or a smart home energy kit. Sign up for the Energy Challenge through Sun Prairie Utilities at MyCount before June 1st. Log into MyCount, click on Property, select 5%, and click Lock It In. Participants in the Energy Challenge can feel twice as good about their commitment to energy savings. The Sun Prairie Utilities will donate to the Sunshine Place an amount equal to the value of participating customers' total savings, up to $2,500. For more energy saved, the more Sunshine Place will receive. Woo! Man, is that a mouthful of announcements or what? Hey, I'm digging this German thing. It is absolutely amazing. Germans Coming to American exhibit. Get down, check it out. Go to the Cross House, one of the coolest houses we have in town, 133 West Main. You got to go down and see this. It's going to be there the 28th. Well, you can go Thursday. You can go to the 24th, 23rd by appointment. 24th 1 to 5, the 25th 4 to 7, 26th 1 to 5, and then the 28th 10 till 5. Great opportunity to keep our history in mind. And of course, don't forget Sunshine Supper tonight, and it's going to be a wonderful evening of activity. So I'll be down there, and we'll love to see everybody at that event. So come on by. Wow. Whew. Okay, there's a mouthful. I need a drink of tea on that one, let me tell you. Oh, man, all those announcements. I love it, Sun Prairie, getting those announcements to you. We got to get it in there. Glad that everybody is saving the bees by having that no mow May, but let's let it go no mow, okay? Mow those yards. Come on, get it out there. Let's do it. Hey, real quick, I even in Michigan, you had to see this stuff. I got people in Alabama and Atlanta also watching. Did you see that a Wisconsin couple said they killed a bear that attacked them inside their home after they spotted it eating from their bird feeder? Yep. The Taylor County Sheriff's Office said the attack happened around 11 p.m. Friday at a home near Medford in north central Wisconsin. The couple told authorities that the bear charged through a window after they yelled at it to go away. Well, when you've had some good victuals out there and you're getting some bird feeder in you, of course you're going to be excited and charge those people telling you to say no. They had a Karen bear. That's a Karen bear. Wouldn't that just, and the guy shot it. He shot it in the home. Now I've got weapons in my house. I have weapons. Good morning, Susan. Welcome to Facebook. I have weapons in the house, but I have to go get the gun, then I'd have to load it, and then I have to go to I got to go and find which one I'm going to use first. You know, that's a bear. So you're going to use your pistol, you're going to use a shotgun. What are you going to use? What would you use? I know. Or would you just run to the kitchen, put a picnic basket down, and let him have it? All my Yogi Bear fans out there. Yeah. Can you believe it? Hey, hey, Yogi, we might get in trouble. Hey, boo-boo, grab that picnic basket. Forget the bird seed. We're going with the picnic basket. Colleen Porter, good morning. Hey, so this past week, I had a chance to testify in front of the city council here in Sun Prairie. The city council meetings are Tuesday evening, but I went to Council of the Whole, so they better known as COW. So that's when your council members are looking at agenda items, and then that'll be recommended for the actual council meeting that follows. And what I wanted to talk about was this housing study that was completed by the Lakota group. First of all, the study wasn't done very well. I mean, I saw it. A lot of other people have seen it, and it's just not done well. I swear they took a template and they just, scratched out the name of one city and put our name on there, and threw some data in there. Because my thing is to fact check and look at the data on it. And when I see you spend $80,000 on a study and you can't provide us up-to-date statistics on housing, that bothers me, because I've got the information at the tips of my fingers. All they had to do is ask me. I would have given it to them, but I was not asked, and nor was I asked to even join the group on this. I don't know. It's got to be politics, which is a bunch of crap. But anyway, I wasn't a part of it. So my purpose of being there was just to share what the current data was and to talk about the recommendations. Now, the recommendations were to form a housing committee. Okay, I got no problem about that. I'd love to sit around and talk housing. I'll even chair the thing if the mayor would let me. What I was not in favor for was hiring a housing person, because I think it's adding to a level of our city government that's not needed. Now, the study said that we needed to work on education for rentals and housing that way, and we have that already in place. It's called Sunshine Place. They have a wonderful program down there, and if the city wants to, give them a few dollars. We can handle that. If it's about home buying and that first-time home buying process, trust me, I know Sun Prairie Realtors will all come together and we can do that. We can set up quarterly, monthly, whatever, education programs on how to buy a home, and we're happy to do that. Guess what, folks? We already do that, and we're happy to continue doing that. And that talks about down payment assistance and all the different layers of the way you can buy, different from conventional mortgages, FHA, fair housing, VA, rural housing, WIDA. I mean, we can do all of this. And that's about giving back to your community. And trust me, I know. I mean, Stephanie Wadan, myself, Ann Baranski, Nick Conrad. I mean, I can go right down the list on this. We've got some extremely talented realtors in this city that would bend over backwards to help. Now, the rental side of this, that's going to be a challenge right now. And yes, we need to get families focused in an area, but I think that's what Sunshine Place does, and that's why I donate money to Sunshine Place. So adding that person was the reason I spoke out against the study. First of all, because the facts and the data were inaccurate, and then the recommendations were just. I didn't care for that one factor in it. We don't need a person. And here's why. You don't need that one person because they can't grasp all of it. Because they don't work in it every day. They don't have the data every day. I'll give an example. So Bill Connors and I have been working on, or talking back and forth on Facebook, and we're talking about level of construction in all the different communities that are out there now, and the way that economists review housing numbers or the activity, the barometer for housing is by permits pulled. Now, right now, for some reason, we can't get those numbers from Sun Prairie, and it's really upsetting people like myself, Mark Bremer, and Bill Connors, because that should be public information. It always has been, and now it's not. So somebody should get their head out of there and get those numbers back up there. But what I track is the actual numbers of homes that have been completed and sold. And what we found out today, what we looked at today, was that just because the permits pulled doesn't mean the house is going to be built or built in a timely fashion. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, they could pull 20 permits for a development, but only get 10 of them completed, which leaves 10 permits left. Now, I understand the logic on this. I understand statistically why we use permits being pulled. But for me, it's really the finished dollar. It's about how many houses are we completing a year to meet the housing need in Sun Prairie. Well, the housing study came in and said that we need to average, get this, 200 new properties a year for the next 20 years. Yeah, I paused on that. Yeah, that was a pregnant pause. Why? Or dramatic pause, sorry. And the reason for that is we have never achieved 200 homes being constructed in a year. I didn't say permits, I said construction. I don't even know if 200 permits have been pulled. We'd have to go way back on this. And so if you want to get to that level, you got to look at what's going on. First of all, you've got a limited number of builders out there. Okay. You also then have a limited number of laborers that are part of that. And then you also have supply issues. You know, you've heard, it's been on the news everywhere, that supplies aren't readily available at times. So when you have, and then also cost overruns. We know that from the studies in that, not this study, but from Builders Association and National Association of Realtors, that supplies are actually 19% higher right now than it was last year. So if supplies are in shortage, labor is in shortage, it's going to be difficult to get 200 homes. Now, how do you do that? Well, it's called guerrilla marketing. Part of it is you want to take away from somebody else. Now, and I know, I saw it, your eyes rolled on that. But the question is, how do you increase the number of homes being built in Sun Prairie and not somewhere else? Why are people building somewhere else? That's the first thing. And the question that you have to, and those questions, you have to address those to real estate agents that work with new construction and builders and developers. They'll tell you. I mean, they're not going to hold back on you. Someone will tell you that it's the taxes that are associated with Sun Prairie. Someone will tell you it's a tax and our fees that are associated with it. And that's why they go to Bristol, Windsor, DeForest. Now, DeForest is getting up there. But, yeah, I would like to take the 60 houses that Windsor and DeForest have and put them into Sun Prairie. Or at Cottage Grove. But you have to create an incentive to get people here. You have to. And so what's that going to take? Well, it's going to take economic development. It's going to take our chamber. It's going to take a grassroots effort to really go after those builders to build in Sun Prairie. Give them a reason to come over and go into town hall and build 100 homes in there. And this isn't just, it's not limited to one. You've got to look at it all. You've got to make it where they want to build in there. We need to, and here's the other thing is, we got to make them affordable. Now you need a mix of homes. But the study was interesting. It showed that we don't have enough luxury homes. I know, right? So we've got a couple of properties, Serenity and the Reserve, that are geared towards that, and we just need to make sure that the city doesn't over involve themselves by putting outrageous criteria on. So many trees or ponds or bike paths or parks or whatever. They put that on the back of you, the consumer. So I testified on this. Now, so what you do is you go in and you fill out the card and say, yes, I'd like to talk about this. So I did. I filled out the card. I got up to talk. And then, and I'll tell you, I prepared for about 4 hours, maybe 5. And Terry was a little concerned because I was putting so much effort in it because I was trying to figure out the combination of presentation subject how I wanted to hit it, bullet points on this. Well, when I'm up there at the podium and I'm talking, I mean, at times I was looking at this and I looked like I had stink eye. I was getting stink eye back at me. It was just like lack of interest. And I don't care who you are. If you're listening to a speaker, at least give them the respect of paying attention and get off your damn phone. City council members were on their phone. Now, and I've talked to several of them about this, and I'm not happy about it, but they'd be upset if I did the same thing to them. Right? And they know every city council member has an open mic here anytime they want. They do. Mm-hmm. But let's look at what's going on out there. Let's take time and let's give the respect of the people that are presenting and listen. And listen. I told you the reason in the meeting, at the city council meeting, our council of the whole, I said the reason people want to come to Sun Prairie is because of them and how approachable they are. And what are they doing? They're sitting there on their damn phone. Get off the frickin' phone. You're just as bad as the kids in school. Be respectful and give the attention to the speaker. And I don't care who you are on that committee. If you're up there listening, pay attention and learn. Now, I wasn't the only one, because I also watched the library presentation and I watched the museum presentation. And the smirks and the eye rolls and all of that, even on the Zoom call, were ridiculous. And, there are elected officials. Demand the respect that you should have by respecting them first, showing them the respect, but demanding it coming back. I don't want to also say that you should never do that. You definitely should. It's your right to go in there and talk to your politicians, your alder persons. For me, it's Brent Iceburner and Bob Yokish. They are my alders. But I have no problem going to other alders and sharing the information with them. But they are my two things, because they're my alders. I elected them, along with you. And I need to have that contact. And you should too, Sun Prairie. They work for you. they work for this community, and they have your ear, I'm going to tell you this. Show more respect to them than they show to you. How's that sound? That puts you on a higher plane. Good morning, Laura Stanfield. Thanks for joining us, my sidekick on the real estate show. So it was a good experience, and yes, I was quoted in the paper, and there's so much more information to talk about on this. They did approve hiring of a housing person. It's going to be a waste of time. But I hope they create the housing committee, because that will work. That will work. And then the museum, man, that's a hot topic in this town. There's a hot topic. I mean, it is a real hot topic, because our history is so vital. And if you don't understand your history, if you don't learn from history, you will repeat the problems that caused our history. Learn from history, but you got to share it. You got to share it. Dolly Wagner was telling me at church on Sunday that there's a full archive down in the basement of the museum. And what they want to do is they want to, using volunteers, go in and copy that information. They want to scan it and make it available to the public. I know. And I'm still trying to figure out why the museum is part of Parks and Rec. Why isn't it part of tourism? If you're trying to make that museum a destination museum, then wouldn't you have it under tourism, to be managed under tourism? I don't get it. I got to get people in here to talk about that and to really explain what's going on with that. But a lot of tension. We need to preserve our history. Now, this is a city-owned museum. They own the building and all that, and so then it should be supported by volunteers. And good morning, Gary Hebel. It should be supported by volunteers, and they've got 20 or 30 volunteers. They just need to work on the same play in the same sandbox, I guess. And I know that the Historical Society, genealogy, they've joined together. So I'm looking forward to a very positive experience this summer in the museum and what's going on. But it's there was testy times at the Council of the Whole on last Tuesday, and I don't understand why. But it's we got to do something about that. History is important, just like communications is important. And that's why, again, I want to remind you, before we go back to the music, that I want to see your information here. If you've got an organization, if you've got an activity here in Sun Prairie, and you want to get the information out, bring it to the #1 station in Wisconsin, and we will make sure that we get that out on the air for you. You heard the announcements at the 8 o'clock hour, top of the hour. Happy to do it for you, and so are the other producers that we have. And the one thing I'm going to tell you too, if you're a business and you're listening, this is a viable entity to get your underwriting, your ad on the radio or on TV, and I would invite you to do it. You can do, I think the package is, what is it? $200 per month for 3 months. Jeff Robbins will probably come running in here if I'm wrong on that. But it figures out to be about $1 an ad. You get 90 spots a month. That ain't bad, huh? So for like $1 per underwriting. That's what they call it when you're doing community radio, underwriting. It's a fancy word for advertising. So think about it. If you have questions, let me know. I'm happy to help you. And see what information I can get you about that. So when also, Gary Hebel, who will be retiring as our state legislator, state representative, I want to thank him for all of his time. He's also one of the commission members for the Media Center and has been for many years. And Gary's got a goal in mind, and I know he wants to see some things happen here as we grow as a media center. So I'm looking forward to chatting with him about that too. So let's do this. Let's go back and how about this? There ain't no sunshine. Bill Withers, right here on 103.5 WLSP, The Sun. Woo! Hey, Facebook, good morning. That was a long one, but I needed to talk about that a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I had to. Anything I'm missing, Facebook? Anything you guys want to hear? Any music or songs that you can't hear? Ah! Hey, don't forget that you can't hear it because Facebook will shut me down. They mute the show or shut it down, one or the other. And so that's why we're not, why you can't hear music. I mean, I could. We could actually feed it right into the show, and but they said, nope. And it's, I don't agree with it, but, you know, I don't get to write the meta rules. I love this song.
Never been inside a bar before.
It's Tight Fitting Jeans with Conway Twitty. Ah! Come on, man, that's a good one, isn't it? I think it is. Tight Fitting Jeans. So I'm going to talk about the mallards. Going to talk a little bit about housing. I'm going to talk, what else am I going to talk about? Oh, farmers market. Got to talk a little bit about farmers market. In the 20 minutes that I have left. Tight fitting jeans. These last two songs, Ain't No Sunshine with Bill Withers. What's really cool about Bill Withers in this song, I've got like three of them in a row here. They're like 2 minutes, 2:05 for Bill Withers, 2:51 for Tight Fitting Jeans, and then Cover the Rolling Stone would be next. I'm going to step in before that. That's 2:52. Anytime you can get a song under 3 minutes, I think it's good. It's when you get to the other songs that are like 8 minutes, like 10cc, I'm Not in Love, that's 6 minutes. 7 minutes, Rosalita with Springsteen. Oh yeah, those are bathroom breaks. When I was in college, Greg Ball and I went up to the studio. And this was Greg's doing. I had nothing to do with it. It was his idea for the college radio station, and we wanted to be on the air. And they said no. We'd have to start by pulling albums. Pulling albums. Can you imagine that? Now, this was 79. Yeah, pulling albums. No, I don't think so. But, hey, again, if you're interested in any of the music that I have, it's on Spotify. Gotta love that. Tight fitting jeans. Whew, I'm telling you. Nothing beats a good pair of tight fitting jeans out there, right? I know. Hey, we got about 20 minutes left in the show. Hey, I want to remind you about Farmers Market on Saturdays, and it's a blast. If you have not been to a Farmers Market here in Sun Prairie, you need to come down and be a part of this entire celebration. It is, I'm telling you, it is the coolest thing that I've ever been a part of. I'm proud to be down there broadcasting on Saturdays. Would love for you to stop by the booth, be on my show. Now, this Saturday, the vendors are amazing. I'm going to tell you they're amazing. We have picked up, what do? We did trout one weekend. We did brats one weekend. We've had ribeyes one week. When I say one weekend, we buy that. And then you can go down and get all your vegetables. I bought tomato plants. Rhubarb is in season. Asparagus is in season. There's a lot of things that are there and ready for you. Just come on in and check it out. I mean, it's really cool. You got seafood, you got poultry, you got your chicken, you got your meats, you got all of that. You got honey, jams, jellies. You've got all the different crafts and all that are handmade that are there. And one of the coolest things I like in the crafts area is what you put your bowl on into. You put your bowl into this like cloth knitted thing, put it in the microwave. So when you nuke it and you pull your bowl out, it doesn't burn your fingers. That is cool, I think. But you've got popcorn, you got caramel corn, everything. Like I said, everything you can think of. And soon, flowers will be coming in. And man, if you're a guy, there is no better place to buy your woman or your partner, flowers than at Farmers Market. $10 for a bouquet of flowers like you can't believe. Oh my gosh. So stop buying the Quick Trip flowers and get them down at Farmers Market. So make it a morning. Make it come down and make it an easy stroll, because you can bring your fur babies. You can bring your strollers. Bring them at the same time. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of area that you can walk where you're not going to be tripping on each other. You're not going to be having baby carts or strollers hitting you in your ankles like you do when you go down to Madison. Madison's nuts. Just stay away from there. You don't even need to go there. If you haven't been to our farmers market, I don't know what to tell you, because we got the coolest farmers market in Dane County, and it is a stroll with a park. Now this week, 2 weeks ago was Cody from Soggy Prairie. He was playing out in the park. This last week, Marta Hansen had to back down because she couldn't make it. And then this week it'll be Mark Ganwa playing music in the park. And in fact, he's going to be on the radio with me on Saturday, which will be really cool. He's also an award-winning broadcaster, yes, from the Media Center. So looking forward to that day and what's going on. Hey, the Mallards baseball starting, and I don't know about you, but I love me some Mallards baseball. Mallards baseball is an experience for the family, and when you go there, it will not break your piggy bank. You get your tickets. You can get season tickets. You can buy single game tickets. It is a blast. And the owners of the Mallards have redesigned the entire identity of the Mallards. They got a new logo, which I don't know if I like it or not, but that's okay. They've got bouncy houses. They got it where the kids can play wiffle ball. There's just so much stuff that you can do. And that first game is Monday, May 30th at 4:05 against the Lakeshore Chinooks. So don't forget to get out there and see that. Hey, some people were asking me about numbers again, so just want to make sure you get these numbers. There are 32 active listings in Sun Prairie. The median price is $442,400. Now, of that 32, there are 9 ghost listings. A ghost listing is new construction that hasn't been built and may be built when you sign a contract. So 9 of those. Take those out of there. There are actually only 23 homes for sale. That number should be in the 40s and 50s. But right now, 23 homes for sale. Median price without new construction is $419,900. And there are 8 homes listed for sale under $300,000, $350,000. And by the way, there's only 1 condo for sale. If you have a condo and you're looking to sell it, you will make big dollars right now. Do not wait until August. Do not wait until September. Get it done now because the market is there and it's ready for you. So there you go. Gas prices, don't worry, get through Labor Day and I bet you they drop. Gas prices always come down or go up before Memorial Day and come down after Memorial Day, not Labor Day. Memorial Day. It's the start of summer and they raise those prices because of how much you're going to be traveling that day, going up to the pool, the Dells, and having some fun, right? I know. That's okay. No worries. No worries. Let's go back to some music and let's see what we got here. Got about 12 minutes left in the show. How about this? I know. I love me some Dr. Hook and the cover of the Rolling Stone right here on 103.5 WLSP. Good morning, everybody. Cover of the Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone. Woo! So how was that, Facebook? Okay? You think? Donna Bemis, good morning. Glad that you could join. Donna, you got to change your name on Facebook. It says Donna Bemis, Vote Donna Bemis Council is watching. If you need help with that, let me know. Oh, that's correct. Wow. Huh. Must have dropped it. Hey, Sun Prairie, that you're watching on Facebook. We have, I have the broker, the state broker for EXP coming in on Wednesday. We're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about how agents are representing properties and saying no sight unseen offers, which I think is illegal. Well, back up. I don't think it's good representation. And we're going to talk more about that on Wednesday. Okay? So I hope you can. I hope you will. I hope you'll join me at 11 o'clock along with Laura Stanfield on Wednesday. I must have dropped my cup and snapped the see the edge on that? Huh. This is from Diane Donahue, one of our listeners. Because I am Bat Dad. I love that. I'm reading Facebook comments about, again, we're talking about housing. Have 7 minutes left in the show. Anybody have a song they'd like me to play for them? Sometimes I get lost in the music, guys. Sorry. So it's Bohemian Rhapsody. To me. Little Bohemian Rhapsody and Queen right here on 103.5 WLSP The Sun. Good morning, everybody. Hey, we're at a great Monday. I mean, it's a little chilly outside, but that sun is shining, and it's just going to be a fantastic Monday. So get out and have fun. Hey, join me on Wednesday at 11 o'clock for the Sun Prairie Real Estate Show. Going to have some interesting conversation with my state broker. She's going to be coming in, and we're going to talk about the way real estate is being handled right now and see if there are ways that can help you in your process. So I will catch you next time, folks. And how about this? A little, as we get out of here, how about some Journey and Open Arms on 103.5 WLSP, The Sun. Have a great Monday, everybody. Bye. Facebook, adios. Bye, Facebook. Sees ya. Have a great Monday, you guys. See you on Wednesday.